Hopefully, this broadcast finds you well. Today, I'm going to play Pikmin. It's one of my favorite games on Earth. I can actually do it in about 3 hours, so we're going to break this down into a couple of parts. I'm going to play for a while. I'm going to take like 15 minutes, then we'll play the next section. We'll go as far as we can in each section. A couple things to keep in mind. First, first off, I like to play this game like a destructive force of nature. I sacrifice Pikmin constantly, so don't be queasy. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'll talk through some of the strategies, some of the things you need to do in order to fix the game, and hopefully we're gonna beat it here in one day. Got the Wii up, the Wii U actually. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games ever, so I am qualified to show you Pikmin. I will try my best to talk through the things that are going on. Sometimes I do well at that, sometimes I don't. The more you do it, the better you get, though. That's what they say. The other thing, too, is I will leave up some of the reading for a few seconds. So if you need to pause it and read it, by all means, go back and watch the replays. That'll be there. So, let's play Pikmin. I love this game. So to play it on the Wii, trusty Wii remote. That's my Zelda Collector's Edition Wii remote, and my black nunchuck. There it is, black nunchuck. Yay! Okay. Gonna start a fresh new game, whole new setup, and I'll let you watch the intro for a minute. For those who remember cool things, the dolphin is a nod to the code name for the original GameCube. Alright, now we have control. You can see with the motion, this is actually one of the few Wii games I will tell you plays better with the motion. You can move the piece wherever, and you can actually catch Pikmin doing things a lot further away than you could on the old GameCube system. Very simple movement. Use the nunchuck to move Captain Olimar around and do cool things. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have Red Pikmin. Red Pikmin. The point of Pikmin is creation of new Pikmin through collection of other things. This is the onion. We have to wait. Pikmin will slowly grow. And we end up with our very first Pikmin. Alright. As simple as that. Push A to remove Pikmin from the ground. I promise once we get past the tutorial part, this will pick up and go really fast. So that first day takes way too long. Alright, so if you throw a Pikmin, it'll fight. There's something nearby to fight. You get it up on top of one of these stems, it'll actually go a lot faster when it pulls that stuff down. Pulls the seeds over to the onion, it will take it into the onion and create more seeds for more Pikmin. There are 3 kinds of Pikmin, red, yellow, blue. They all do unique things. Red is resistant to fire. And typically I find that they fight a little better. Blue can go into water. Yellow can be thrown incredibly high. They can also carry bomb rocks. So you'll use those 3 mechanics to solve puzzles as you go through. And for right now, as you look around, see how that says 10 on it? We need to collect 10 Pikmin so that we can get out of this place. Let's find some more. Seeds. One of the things that is really entertaining about this game is that you can pretty much have anything come into the onion to create more Pikmin. In the case of your enemies, you can have their carcasses come over and create more Pikmin. It's like survival of the fittest. It's amazing. Alright, we got 5 Pikmin here. Guess what? This seed takes 5. Throw them up there, they pick it up, bring it on back. While they're doing that, we'll go pull the rest of the Pikmin we have out. Remember, we gotta get to 10 so we can move the box. If you look off in the distance there, you'll see the first ship piece. Way out there. Gotta get that, and we're gonna move on to the next area. Something else to note, if you have red Pikmin pick up a red seed, you actually get more than 5 out of it. If you color coordinate them properly, then it will work. I believe on day 1 that mechanic is restricted, just so that they can teach you how to do the beginning part of it, but as you go later into it, if you got a yellow one, get the yellow one. My favorite command in the game is to make them all move together. You can move all the Pikmin at once by pushing down on the crosspad on your Wii remote. It's a great way to gang up on enemies. There's also a great way to rapidly collect things. And just like that, we've moved the box. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. So, as you see here, using the controls, you don't really need to see the control part of it. If you want to play it, please. You'll want to get the hang of it on your own. I will make it look somewhat easy because I've been doing it for a while. One of the things I do very much enjoy about this game is kind of the personalized touch they have, is Oliver struggles to survive and to complete his ship and finish the task before him. He gives ship's logs every day. He really does, give this kind of a survival feel, and they did a really good job of writing this game, of producing this. The controls are amazing. Just everything about it is fantastic. So much to do, and it's something that you can be really, really good at. As you figure out where things are, as you get the multitasking down, you're doing 3, 4, 5 things at once, trying to keep it all straight. It's a fantastically intelligent game, and I absolutely love it. And because of that, we're going to go through PIkmin today. Hey, if I push A, I can pick them all. You throw them, they're in your group or they're not. They added some mechanics later on in some of the other games. Pikmin 2 has a 2-player mode that you have with a character named Louie. You have a dynamic where you switch back and forth between the 2 heroes and try to complete tasks. Pikmin 3 actually has 3 heroes, I believe, at one point. I never finished Pikmin 3. Which is kind of part of the reason why I want to do this, is get used to doing this again. Possibly go back and do that. So I have 23 pieces or Pikmin. Guess what that means? Ship piece, you're coming home. The Pikmin are smart enough to be able to identify that they're not going to absorb this. You can also put more than the number required on there, and it will move faster. If I had 40 Pikmin, I believe it goes up to 35. It does it's not quite a full 100% more. I think it's like 80% more, 75% more, something like that. So if it holds 20, you can go up to 35. If it holds 40, you can go up to 70, stuff like that. You can only have 100 Pikmin out at a time. It's another big mechanic. So later on, much like some of the other strategy games out there, army composition is important. It's good to have blue, red, and yellow Pikmin mixed into parts, and it's good to equally create those Pikmin as you go through it. I love this game. Alright guys, day 1 is done. In the books. As Oliver says at the bottom, the search starts tomorrow. Another mechanic, day and night cycle. You only have so many days. You have 30 days to collect 30 ship pieces. You can do it at 1 a day, or you can do it my way, which is much faster. Any Pikmin that you leave behind at night will be lost, and they will not be available for you the next day, unless they're in the ground. When you get up the next day, they'll still be planted. Same with the journal entries and things. Here we go. Day 1. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. Onward to the Forest of Hope. They give you this wonderful little chart at the end of each day to let you know, today I made 23 Pikmin. I didn't lose any in battle, I didn't leave any behind. You will see that number change a lot, because if you go through this game quickly, you kind of have to leave them behind. Moving on to the Forest of Hope. So unlike the day before, at the top you see the sun moving. There's a mechanic for that. Let you know how much time you have left in the day. What's you working here? You see some of the seeds that kind of change color. It said yellow, greens, something different. Now this grass here, I've got Pikmin that will start pulling out nectar. It makes them stronger. Gathering what little resource there is here in the base. Landing zone. Actually, let's get all of you over here so we can get all of this nectar taken care of. You can see the ones that have taken off the nectar, they have flowers on the top of their head. Yellow nectar, when they drink it, they instantly turn to flowers. Flowers fight better. They can take a hit, more than one hit, in some cases. Flowers will just break on the top of their head and then they can do another one. So it's very cool. Let's get you guys going. If they work faster, then you can already see some of them are lagging behind and not running the same way because of it. Okay, so there's a wall over here we can't get to yet. Those are, that's protected by stone. It takes bomb rocks to knock that down. You can see at the bottom it says 26 out of 26, which means I have all the Pikmin working on that bridge. If you look out front here, you see the first of the enemies. Those are tiny, they're called bulb orbs. I call them grub dogs. You'll hear me say grub dog a lot. I don't know why, we just always called them that since the first one. If you throw them on their back and make them land on them, they do a much better job of so let's go through here. They picked up the bodies of the enemy, and they're bringing them back. They will create more Pikmin based on that. Hopefully bring that seed back as well. Now again, like I said with the wee one, see how much further away I can be. Call a bunch of those guys back. We can continue collecting. More little grub dogs. You can see off in the distance there's a big one. Mama bear. Or Papa bear. I guess that's just the biggest one. They do have other ones later on. They change color, do all sorts of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull that back. Next ship piece, right out in the open. It's amazing how that works, huh? But before we pick that up, let's organize our resources and get everything going. So while they're collecting and creating more Pikmin, you can see at the bottom there we're up to 54 so far. There goes the body of my enemy into the onion. Haven't picked up the ship piece yet, but there's one right out in the open that's easy to get to. Some of you what's kind of nice about this game is once you clear an area, the things will return after a couple of days. Like seeds and things will return right away, but enemies, they give you a day or two reprieve. So if you clear out an entire area and then decide to just go and leave all the shit pieces and then just in one day go collect them all, you can do that. Almost got them all, but I'll take it. Need to get to doing some of the multitasking. Takes 40. Turns out I have 40. 18. Is that enough to fight Mama Grub Dog? If you throw it at their back, they typically do better and fight better. So they'll shake them off and then they'll come back over to you, move around. We're gonna lose some. No, you're killing my Pikmin! That's okay. Shit pieces back. You don't have to watch them constantly work. I gotta go back and collect them. This should light things up. No more candles for me. Recovered 2 of 30 parts. If I can find 3 more, I should be able to increase the capability. If I increase the capability, they mean open a new area. Put some on the wall. We need to get a bunch of them over here. Said I am not really one to care about if I leave them behind. I can make more. So we'll let them knock that wall down. There's going to be some enemies in there and things I'm going to have to clear out in just a second. While they're doing that, I like to average 2 shit pieces a day if I can. Sometimes that's not possible. The first early days as you're kind of building your Pikmin number, not so possible. That sound means that they finished knocking down that wall. Let's go help them. Now noon. I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor. Spacesuit damage meter nobody cares about. I very, very seldomly take a hit. That's, again, more control thing. You'll need to learn that if you decide to play the game on your own. So we got all the Pikmin back. And look. I don't know if you can see it up ahead or not, but there's another onion. Now, mass forces. That gives me lots to continue throwing at this thing. It doesn't really know how to stop. You can't really do anything about it other than get destroyed. There we go. And directly behind us we have the onion. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you yellow Pikmin. I now have one solitary Pikmin. He's lonely, he's yellow. He is what he is. Okay, I'm gonna bring you over here. And we're gonna put you down. The red one's gonna stay where they're at. For the next few minutes, I need to make yellow Pikmin. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing B. That's very important to know. One at a time. This is gonna take a while. You can see, even though the seed says 1 on it, it popped out 2. If you pop them in of the same color, it will do that. First off, notice Pikmin fly a lot higher when they're yellow. You can throw them much higher than you could before. Second thing to notice, I'll show you in just a moment here, they can pick up bomb rocks. You may have seen a few of the bomb rocks laying around. These right here. You can't have more than 100 out, that's what that's saying. They'll store them in the onion for you, and you can go retrieve them as you need to with compositional makeup. Right now, though, I'm going to have to go run the red ones back. Strange glowing stones will blow stuff up. Okay, so separate them. Get the ones with the stones. 1, 2, 3. Knock down 1. And yes, he's very true about that whole tremendous power of bomb rocks. So I threw 3 right there, that dropped all 3 of them. If I had thrown 5, at some point, let's separate you guys. The red ones away, makes them more yellow. If I had thrown 5, the first couple rocks would have gone off and killed the last 2 Pikmin that I sent up there, so you gotta be kind of careful with the yellow ones. Unless you have plenty of yellow Pikmin and you just want to watch them die. Which, again, all for it. More power. Go over there, we should have some yellow Pikmin waiting to be plucked. Stragglers. Pikmin can catch on walls. That does bother me from time to time. That's when you'll see most of my losses, when I just leave things out and don't get more. You'll see it from that. I do want to go knock this down. This will make it a little easier to get through the next day. Now remember, all the time he's usable, even when they start counting down. That last one. There we go. More to explore tomorrow. 10 seconds they give you at the end of the day is usually plenty of time to retrieve all of your Pikmin and make that happen, usually. Come on over here. double check the map just to make sure. I have no map yet. Oh, nice. This clock is indicating the onset. I'm missing one. Let's see if we can find the one. Where's the one? Where are you, one PIkmin? Sometimes you get lucky by spraying your whistle around like this. It will occasionally pick one up. Not in there. It's right there. One PIkmin left. I think I've done enough for today. I got my one ship piece, remember? That was the goal. One a day. I like to do more than that. Also, keep in mind tomorrow the other, you see these swirly bits on the ground, the yellow onion will now be placed over here. When you get the blue one, it does the same thing. They all start showing up together. So there you have it, day 1, day 2. In case you were wondering, yes, the radar is the next piece I will be getting. I shouldn't have to make suit repairs. I consider that weakness. I lost 5 PIkmin. I need to have more slaughtered tomorrow. More slaughter. Still just doing the Forest of Hope until we can retrieve enough pieces to open up the next area. Notice though, it's not a completely wasted day as far as like picking up things. Look at this big old 20 piece right there. I mean, ultimately, I created almost 100 red PIkmin. That's a lot. I knocked down the walls and cleared the way so that I can get new things set up. I now have yellow PIkmin. I mean, I did many things. Stuff, thanks. I always throw 2 just in case I miss. Then it takes 2 to fully realize walking speed, or to max them out on walking speed. So you can see the flowers will bloom later in the day, those smaller ones, but you know, some of them have returned from yesterday. Not as many as I'd like. Also notice all the enemies are gone. Bomb rocks are back though. they started attacking me. They don't usually do that. Let's go back and collect the yellow Pikmin. Then I can come over here and I can get 2 ship pieces. Keep in mind when you pull a Pikmin out of the onion, it pulls out the ones with the flowers first because they are typically stronger. Let's do this. Mixture of red and yellow Pikmin on there. Whoever has the most will pull it. So if there's more yellow than red, it'll go there. I should really separate these out. Alright, I'm gonna do it the right way. Two red ones are here to fight. I have lots of you already. Pellets are the wrong colors. That's okay. I just need yellow Pikmin right now, so it's alright. Also get some bomb rocks with that last piece. Stuck on the walls. Why do Pikmin get stuck on walls? Now you can throw the yellow ones higher so I can get up to that area. If I was throwing red ones up there, they'd never make it. Also, the longer you leave a Pikmin in the ground, you can actually basically pick them or pull them with flower balls. The longer you leave them. Bomb rocks. Get some doors to open, people. Pikmin are a warlike creature. Stop attacking me. Come here, Bomb Pikmin. I don't know if you noticed or not. That's a ship piece. Extraordinary bolt. It's extraordinary. Some Pikmin. Get that radar piece. Now I will have done 2 today. Isn't that nice? The other problem when you wait too late into the day to do it is transportation. Like, it's going to take them a while to get there. Everything but the bomb. I'll come back for the rest of you in a minute. Now that I'm fighting time, I'll have to get back, and I have to control those Pikmin. If they're just sitting there on the ground, they won't get in their onion, even though they're in the right place. Sometimes they're just dumb like that. It's the radar! Oh, you can double it up. There you go. Yay, 40. Some of them I don't think let you double it up. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll do math later. For right now, I'm just going to play Pikmin. And we're back. 1:30. One more part and I get to go to the next area. Next area, as you can imagine, with all games, the difficulty goes up. Oh, PIkmin, see what I mean? I just had a bunch of them die. But if I clear this out now, then tomorrow, I can just walk over and pick up the thing. One thing that can be frustrating is if you leave your Pikmin, or if you leave carcasses on the ground like I just did, they will not be there tomorrow. I got a bunch of them. If I left any behind, I don't care. Remember, if they're planted, they're okay. So all those ones that were coming out there at the end, they should be there tomorrow. I lost 12 in battle. Left behind 0. I didn't leave anybody behind. That's nice. Yeah, the 12 in battle were from one bomb rock going off and killing all of them. Alright, after this day we're going to get out of here, out of the forest of hope, and we're going to go clean house. Once you have all of the types of Pikmin, it's just a matter of managing your time and getting all of it done. And that doesn't take that long. The first couple of days seems a little slow, so I think we'll get to the point where we have blue Pikmin, and then we'll take a break. See, there they are, the Pikmin, just like I said they'd be. Also, you have to notice, my Pikmin count is going up quite a bit. And I've got hundreds of each kind. That's a good thing. Just like I said before, the carcasses and the seeds and things that were left behind are no longer there. So you gotta make the best use of what you got day to day. There we go. Next ship piece. Hey, look! They somehow died and ended up in the ground. How exciting! Now, I would love to go down there and knock that wall down, but yellow Pikmin don't swim. There's another ship piece over that way. Everything else that you do out here, you pretty much have to wait for blue Pikmin. Well, kind of. get a blaster on your ship, but you don't ever get to use the blaster on your ship. I'm at 5 of 30. I can now go to a new place. Again though, we're not done with the Forest of Hope. We can just move on. They fall. And they all stay connected to it. Just perfect. Might be able to get 1 or 2 more if I try real hard. I really shouldn't be fighting with yellow Pikmin, but whatever. Fight! Fight, you Pikmin! I don't care about the shock absorber. Fight, Pikmin! What they refer to in a real-time strategy game as a bad engagement. Oh, and I'm gonna be 1 short? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm 1 short. Alright. Can't. Gotta throw him up there. Can't march him another way because of the water. You know, I'll pull these when I get back. Best use of my time, right? That's what we're looking for there. Bring them all back. Bring back the body of my enemy. I'll bring back the carcass of my enemy and the spoils of war. Some days I really... Okay. You gotta remember, this game was made a very, very, very long time ago. As part of it being made a very, very, very long time ago, some of the mechanics are a little screwy. But they work. Pikmin 2, I'm not gonna say is better designed, but some of those hang-ups and things, like some of the pathing for the AI, stuff like that, work a little bit better. I think there's 1 more piece I can maybe get today. It's gonna be a tough sell, though. Because I'm gonna have to fight the equivalent of a boss to do it. I don't know if I can move the thing in front of it to get there. If not, I'm just going to spend the rest of the time today creating more Pikmin, and then we'll go from there. I don't think I can pull that off. Nope, I can't get any more today. So I'm just gonna go get a bunch of red Pikmin and I'm gonna terrorize the countryside. Creating Pikmin is not a waste of time. Once I get blue Pikmin, I'll need to open that up, but we're not there yet. Planted ones still count as Pikmin in the field too, so you wanna, if you're gonna, like I'm gonna go get a bunch of red ones and then go to it, right? You want to put away, pluck them all, and then put them away. It's not too bad, 142 yellow Pikmin, I'll take it. Let's wait for them to... I always seem to be short on yellow at the end. I don't know why. Yellow and blue, I always seem to be short on. Normally what you do, so there's a box over here that you have to move in order to get them up there. What I would do is I would throw these guys up on this back ledge, move the box, and then collect them all and fight the boss that's up there. It's a bird. Looks almost like an ostrich face with a... I don't even know. It just comes out of the ground. It's crazy looking. It's almost the equivalent of Doduo. I can throw them over this box and move it, then we're going to do the box. Nope, I can. How cool is that? Alright, we're going to do this. I don't have much time. Faster. That should be enough. Let's see if I can get this done. Do it today in this time frame, but we're gonna try it anyway. Come on! Up on his face, that's what gets it done. it's real. It's not duo, it's trio. Get him. Bad news is I didn't kill the third one. I'm hoping to get enough of these things over here. Maybe it won't be a complete loss. It may be, but maybe it won't. Come on, guys, you can make it. Go. You guys are definitely not gonna make it, so I'll call you back. Nope, not you either. No, I just lost a bunch. I think I actually lost more than what I would have gained from those stupid things. Because I don't have blue Pikmin to fight that one bird head and get that one shit piece would be kind of a waste for a day, so I'm gonna go to the next area. How many did I actually lose? I only left behind 2? I can take that. I'll do that. Alright, we're gonna save here. We'll begin the next area in a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. This ends part 1. And we'll be back in a few. We'll do part 2.